I know it's going to take a while, always does with Facebook, where I'm concerned.
Will they let us on, do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Look at our garden, look at our plot.
Just going to wait for a comment. Annie, hi Annie, thank you for joining. Firstly, I'm just going to say thank you for anyone joining this live feed. I am so shadow banned at the moment. I'm struggling to get posts out. When I write things, by the time I get to the end, it's been deleted and comes up with unknown error. So I'm really struggling to get things out to you at the moment, and for obvious reasons why. They don't want ordinary people speaking out. They just want controlled opposition, controlled movements that they control speaking out. Many of you will know that Bradford was Bradford, yeah?
Yeah.
Or was it Bristol?
Bristol
Sorry,
and Bradford.
sorry everyone. Yeah, sorry everyone. Bristol was a controlled demonstration. Many people have spoken about it online, not just me. And so was the one in London. So was the one in London. They have to control these movements, yeah, to guide you down dead ends, to divert you from what's going on in the background. Remember, it's always about what you can't see. I've come online to let you know that at the moment, Facebook are deleting many off my page. They are deleting many off Fighting for Justice. They are deleting many off my own Tracy of the Family Blackwell page. And I want you to know that if you see yourself deleted, it is not me doing it. And it's a psychological game, isn't it? Someone gets deleted, someone will think that I've done it and that I'm being funny towards them and then don't follow again. And this is how they play their tactics. Another reason why we've come on, this is Mark, some of you know him, he's one of my close friends. And we're here today, we wanted to show you about being self-sufficient. Which is something they don't want you to be. They want you to be reliant on this evil system, because that's what it is. It is evil. There's no justice, and lots of things are going on to the people in this country. You know, I don't want to say the working class, but I'm sorry, that is who it is mainly to. Right, go on, Mark.
Yeah, this is what furlough and everything else is all about too, you know. It's about making people depend on the government. And it all seems great, doesn't it? Imagine being on furlough, you're getting 80% of your wages and you can do what you like. But what you're doing, you're stuck indoors all the time, nowhere's open, you know. It's a full sense of freedom. It's a bit like in a prison environment, you know. And that's what it's become. You can have a few quid in your bank, but you can't do nothing with it. You can't go to a theatre, you can't take your kids out, you know. They want us all sat indoors. And now what we've done, we've got a few friends together and we started working on this plot just so we could get out, talk to each other, and you know, we can grow our own vegetables and stuff. And in a way we're remaining self-sufficient. It might seem like a small gesture, but it means something to us, and it's a starting point, you know. I don't think people should just be sat at home waiting for their next shill-led protest, because that's not genuine, that's not real. All these protests are shill-led now. And any time you start a grassroots movement of your own, you have these shills approach you and offer you this, that and the other to help you out. But they want you to come under their umbrella, so they're then in control of that movement and you're going nowhere, you know. Just have a good look around you, what's happening. We're becoming a cashless society. All right, they'll have even more control over us. If we just keep playing into their hands and going on shill-led protest, right, what we have to do is understand, right, that they're hiding the real, true law from us behind acts and statutes. We can simply ignore them. We don't have to consent. We don't have to protest acts and statutes because we can ignore them. We don't have to. It's as simple as that. So it's a game. It's a mind trick, you know. Don't go out there to protest acts and statutes. Go out there and protest for the children, for the injustices, for the people that aren't allowed, whose voices aren't allowed to be heard. Yeah, get their voices heard. Go out there and fight for something like that instead of waiting for some shill to give you a day out and make you go home feeling like you've had some great protest when really you've achieved absolutely nothing. You know, I'm talking as just a working class guy who's watched it all his life. You know, and it always leads nowhere. You know, get your friends, go out, do what you like. Acts and statutes are not law. Look up your common law rights. Learn what your real rights are, because they're hiding them from you.
Yeah, and it's not just the common law rights. Thank you so much, Mark. It's not just the common law rights. It's well, I don't really want to say it's the rights you were born with. We live in a duality. Unfortunately, this is everything I had to learn. in my learning over the last 3 years. I made sure I stuck with what is legal and what is lawful, and I learnt that we live in a duality. I've had many people come to me, try and divert me off this way and off that way, yeah, to take my mind off what I was doing. I never allowed that. I see what they was doing. I didn't at first, and there's no shame in being fooled. I was fooled when I come out back in 2018. As you know what happened to my son, anyone who has followed this page, I followed people that were shills, and I didn't know they were shills. It happens to all of us because we all look in hope, and we all look for hope. And anyone coming to me at that time and saying we can put the story out there for you, I believed, because the mainstream media were not putting it out, and they will never put it out because they are not here for you people. The mainstream media are for fake news, and even if they put a story out there like our boys, what happened to our boys is true, they lied about the truth in that because they don't want you to know.
The government, the media, the far left are all one, working together, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, the only thing I will disagree with my close friend Mark, because you can disagree, is that left and right are a construct. Yeah, it's a falsehood. Hegelian dialectic. It's to create a divide. Sorry, yeah, but it's to create a divide. You know, and we're close friends.
I'll rephrase it. Those who call themselves the far left.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and they all work together. They all work together to create this illusion, which is happening now. Look past it. It'll always be what you can't see, people. Always. From what happened to my son and what I found out, I felt a massive responsibility to all of you that live in this country. Whatever, I don't even want to mention colour. That's what they use. That's what they use against all of us. I don't use that. You know, I've never sat here online and said my son's murder was a racist murder, because that's what they want. Yeah, and that's how they create divides. Yes, I was fooled back in 2018 because I believed anyone coming to me and wanting to put my story out cared about 3 boys that were murdered in this country. England didn't let them down. The British Empire let them down, because it is the British Empire that have infiltrated this country. Yeah, Christian lands built on values and morals, and that's what they want to take away. And believe me, people, I truly believe that 5 good people can change this world. No matter how big that hill seems, we can do it, because this is really good versus evil. Hi, Steve.
I'll just finish by saying, remember how we started this conversation, you know, remain self-sufficient, remain independent, do what you want to do. Don't live according to acts and statutes that don't pertain to law whatsoever, and that you don't have to abide by at all.
It's all about consent. It's all about the person. They corrupted our language. That's what they did, and I'm not afraid to say that, because that's exactly what they did. We live in a duality. They corrupted our language so you wouldn't know. There's a massive difference between person and the man and woman.
We're living in a fraudulent legal realm that they've created for us. That's the illusion. It's not real.
No, it's not. And anyone can say what they want about that, but we will always stand by the truth, and the truth is a very narrow road. We haven't forgotten about you. You may not see me for a couple of weeks, but always remember, even if you don't see me, I am thinking about you, the people in this country and across the world, not just here, because of what these evil sources, and they are. This is just satanic theatre. That's what it is, and that's what you're watching. Right, everyone.
So one more thing, look. I just kissed Tracy. I'm not wearing a mask. Look, she's still alive.
And he's a
she's not
friend.
got coronavirus.
Yeah, and he's a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
So here we are, yeah, growing our own. Anything we grow with anyone who lives near us, we're happy to share. We're happy to barter. And this is what we need to do. Get out of this evil system, people, because that's what it is. And sadly for me, I wish I'd have known. I know many of you know about my story, and I thank you so much for supporting and sharing like you have always done. And I'll always be grateful for that, because there is a lot of people out there lying about me, and of course they are. It makes sense, because I stand up to them and I don't fear them. And what they want and the way they control you all is fear. Yeah, that's how they do it. So what you don't do is fear them. It's a lovely day today. The sun is out. The sun is a natural healer. You're meant to get out there for 10 to 15 minutes before you put any sun cream on. It heals psoriasis, all sorts of skin complaint. Get out, breathe in the fresh air. This is what you need. Yeah, don't think the media or the TV or those that pretend or think they rule us. They don't rule us. When you go out and protest, you're giving them consent. You learn this as you go along. I've made many mistakes along my journey, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I followed people that were shills and didn't know they were shills. But you soon learn from that. Take care, everyone.
Yeah, God bless everyone.
Yeah.
Take care.
And we will see you soon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing. And just remember, we never forget about you.